All right, here we are back at the laptop, the Mac Pro from 2015 or so. So here's what I think happened then. This thing fell off the bed a few times. Well, it fell off last night off the bed. The cover was closed. It just fell off. It fell about 4 feet, 3 feet onto the carpet. So that's what happened. The computer didn't get broken, but this cable here, so this isn't for the battery. The battery's down here. This cable's for the mouse and it's for the keyboard, and my mouse and keyboard weren't working. So I took my thumbnail, which is a pretty big thumbnail, and I bent this cable into a rectangular shape, and it didn't take much work to do that. So it did seem like it was too thin to be a battery cable with no current carrying capability. So anyway, I was able to get it back in the socket. I think what happened was it sticks here to the battery, and the battery isn't lashed down. I guess I didn't lash it down when I put the battery in. I didn't put the tape in or something. So the battery moved a bit. Let's see if it can move. So when the thing falls on the floor, the battery took a little jolt, and this stuff being right smack on the battery, it caused this cable to distend and this connector to exert a rotational force on its center, and that caused it to deform and disconnect. So even though it had a little cover on it, it didn't like that. So I guess I got lucky here. So I'm not going to take the battery out, and the PRAM is probably not corrupt. The problem was it had no contact with the mouse and keyboard assembly, which goes through here and it goes down this little board here, and who knows what it does. But yeah, you can't drop this thing, man. Don't drop it on the floor or on the rug. It just doesn't like it. So probably this battery is not in well enough. I thought I taped it down, but I don't remember. They give you tape with it when you get it, but I don't know. And I don't want to mess with the battery, man. This thing will go on fire or something. It's like, I just don't want to touch it. So I put this battery in here 3 years ago or something. It's been a good battery. It actually hasn't worked right, though. Sometimes it says it's running out of power real fast. It goes down to 7% and it says, I'm out of power. And I'm like, phew. So I just wonder if there's some other information coming through this cable. I don't know. From the battery. I'm tempted to take this thing apart and inspect it for the battery integrity, but I'm not going to do that. I hate this battery. I hate batteries. I hate lithium batteries. They are dangerous. Okay, so the next step is to put the little cover on here, which I left in the office, and call it a day. So I think now we can take this computer back to the home office and work on it. Put the glasses back on. Go back into the home office. Luckily, I didn't need to throw the computer in the toilet or in the sink or anything from a fire. So I'm paranoid now about lithium batteries. I'm freaking paranoid. I'm sorry. After you almost get your hand burned off from a lithium battery, you don't want to mess with these things ever. You know, but a new computer is $2,000, so there's the disaster right there from Christmas, from December. Boxing Day, December 26th was when that happened. And it went all the way down to the floor, to the, I don't know, the pad. All right, we're going back in the home office now. And we'll put the computer back on the operating table here. Put that little part back on. And I want to put down a little pad for the computer so it won't get scratched. And the desk is horrendous. And we'll go from there. Here's a piece of foam from a radio shipment I did. We'll put the computer on the foam and go that way. Take my address out of here. There we go. All right. This is my home office / ham radio fixing room for old radios and stuff. And I guess now old computers too. I like this computer a lot. It's a 15-inch computer. I use it to go to sleep. I watch YouTube on it. I do research on it. Sometimes even some work on it, so I want it to work. Plus I have data on the hard drive. The hard drive on this thing is this little stick thing here. So it's an SSD drive. That's what they did probably in 2015 or so. So I want to not put this together entirely yet. I want to clean up all the dirt out of it. Looks like the fans have incurred some dust. And that makes it run hot, so. See that? Little dust bunnies and stuff running around in here. All right, so we're gonna put this thing on again, this little cover, where it went, and hopefully not short anything out. This thing I thought was running too. Actually, I want to make sure this thing's turned off. I think it was actually turned on when I was fooling with it here. Let's make sure it's not turned on first. Man, I hate these things as far as they're dangerous. Okay, so it doesn't look to be turned on, and I open the lid. I hope it doesn't want to turn on now. Okay, the fans would be running. If it was turned on, the fans would be running, and the fans aren't running. So this sucker is turned off. Good, good, good. All right, so now we'll put this little dude back on here. Little cover thingamabobber. And this cover didn't really help it survive at all. It just, the cable transmitted its corruptive force through the bottom there, because it just kind of keeps it from not popping out. It doesn't keep it from getting torque from external events like dropping the computer on the floor when you're in bed and you make a mistake and it falls off the side of the bed. Kind of stupid, right? Okay, there's that. Okay, I'm going to conclude the video now just because I think we're done. And I appreciate you watching. If you're going to work on one of these computers and work on this battery, if you try and wrench it out of here, it will catch on fire. You must make sure this battery is drained, and you can do that just by running it. Take it down to nothing, do a shutdown on it, and then bring it up. Don't put your password in. Let it sit there and, spin, and this battery will wear down, okay? Do not change this with a battery full charge or any charge. You will regret it. I don't want to see that happen to you. Take care. Bye.